Dave Sarah, we are live.
To go, buddy.
What's
I
going
like the
on,
get
buddy?
up. Hello.
Oh, I know.
I'm doing good.
It's the boomer outfit. Well, it's Saturday night, so I wanted everybody to feel comfortable. So I thought I would come in dressed this way.
It's Saturday. Saturday.
I've got a pink I've got a pink helmet somewhere, but this one is actually purple, which you can't really see
Oh no, we can't.
because
It's
I'm,
fine.
quite quite the flag. But
Well, isn't this the world class banter that everybody's looking for?
banter. And Sam Bibley. Sam, you are correct.
See, nobody
And
knows. Are you in Sam's? Are you in Schmuel's chat? Or are you in my chat? Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
Oh yeah,
Right
that's
now
right.
we're multi-streaming to Schmuel's channel, Mike channel, and to Schmuel's Twitter as well. FSB, Fuel F Schmuel Buckman. That's the first one, dude. You got your first FSB, baby. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
FSB.
I love my FSBs. I'm in Dave's. I don't know Schmuel. Well, you
know
will
Schmuel
after
now.
tonight.
All right, Schmuel. Well, we have a lot of Gino to cover tonight. This is a
Do
Gino
we?
special. Oh, it's a Gino special. And this is gonna be great, dude. I can't wait. I hope everybody likes the overlay. I created it for Schmuel before the show. It's very bright and gaudy. This might be nice right
I don't
here.
know. It
No,
looks awfully like the pineapple one.
fuck the pine. Does that look cleaner or better? Better
Yeah,
or
let's leave it
worse?
like that for the time being.
Better or worse? You like how I did
Yeah,
this
that's
down
fine.
there? You like how I did a little
Yeah.
Schmuel talk in the bottom right corner? Pretty cool, huh?
It is pretty cool.
Cool, right?
Schmuel talk. Sam,
Schmuel talk. Fucking
absolutely
Schmuel talk.
not a
Schmuel
threat.
talk.
I just want you to get to know who I am.
I
So
like the
here we are,
green.
Dave, on
I
a Saturday
like the green
night,
too.
and this fucking hat and
I got the hat.
mask are only going to work for a few minutes. And if I move my camera back, maybe you can see it. Oh, there we go.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Oh. Wow. All right. Let's start. Let's not even get into the world class banter. We're fucking starting on Gino. We're going Gino hard. Now I just want to
Wait. I got to go to EFS, my buddy EFS. Schmuel owned Liam the other day.
Liam's been a little off his game lately. Liam's
I
been. a
don't
little off
remember
his game.
how, but oh, Liam?
Yeah. Yeah. Liam's been a little off his game.
Yeah, hey guys, so we're on Dave's channel and my channel. I am not
Both
monetized,
channels.
so any super chats you send are going to go to Dave.
Yeah, no grifting off my channel, Schmuel. Don't worry
so
about my.
don't
worry
be
about
grift,
Don't worry about my super chats and what my community gives to me. Don't worry, okay? It's fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
This is sort of true. I did bring a dog with me to
Yeah.
Atlantic City, and
and your wife, right?
So
No,
yeah, it's
you brought
actually
your dog and your wife.
it's actually the Mrs. support animal,
Yeah.
and we paid for his support animal badge and shit.
That's
So-
nice. Yeah, you told me
so-
that the Brigada was very like lenient with dogs and
Dude,
dog accessories.
I can't tell you how lenient they were. They were like not only lenient,
I feel like you're gonna tell me.
they were happy to see my puppy. He was getting smiles and pets, and they give you a little sticker that you can put on. I had a vest on, so I could put it on there, and it says, "This is a service animal, and no one's allowed to bother him, and it's meant for the security guards, so they don't stop you from having the dog around." So we went everywhere. Except I have to say, so on the way out, I was dragging him because I was running late, and he peed, which he never does indoors. He peed on the marble floor on the way out,
That's
and I'm like dragging him as he's peeing along.
Oh, you don't have to do that. Once he's already peeing, you just leave him alone.
I know, but it's funny because he's a Shiba Inu,
Yeah.
and the
The
Asian.
most delicious of all dogs.
Oh my God, the Asians love them. They love them.
The
And people kept
Asianals?
stopping me and asking me. And Yes, Dan, I'm doing prop comedy. No, this is the outfit of old white men.
He's Carrot Hack.
Carrot hack. Call me carrot hack. I used to actually have carrot hair.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna pop this fucker off. We're gonna put on a headset,
Yeah.
and
Take
here we
it
go.
off. Take it off. There we go. We're scuba diving now. Yeah. The shtick is done. No more prop comics. Somebody made fun of it.
Pull it down,
Somebody
and then
mentioned it, so you got your fucking.
that way it'll hide me from being in. Do I really sound like I'm in a tunnel, or are these fuckers breaking my balls?
It's bad. It's not the best. It's not the best, but it's crisp. It's just echoey. But the problem is if we add your echo cancellation right now, it's gonna. I feel like I'm gonna put it on, but it's gonna cut out some of your words. I feel like, but we'll keep it going.
Well, let's see how it is now.
You know what? It's actually a lot better. It's okay. So
Yeah,
a lot better now.
I'm using a different mic, and
Oh,
no, I didn't switch mics with you. I'm using a different mic than I normally use.
got it.
When I
You
stream.
sound much better. You sound much better. Much better. Much better. Much better.
Thank
Great.
you. Oh, thank you, Saren. Soren.
Okay. So yeah, all right. So we're jumping right into Gino. I feel bad because I did jump the gun a little bit on some good juicy talk that you had, and I kind of let the bag out of the hat and the hat out of the bag with like telling BYB and Quadfather like the situation. We'll get into it soon, but first we're gonna get into some court document subpoena talk, right? That's what you want to
No,
start with.
let's get into the. Well, yeah, let's do this, and then we'll do the other stuff in a little bit.
Okay, let's do this, and then we'll just
That
seamlessly
law
get into it.
tuber guy yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm sorry.
I like him.
Oh, I have no problem with him. I have a problem. Like, it's so fascinating that I'm watching him, and I can't find him. It's under Stallion 19.
Here's the
I'm
clip.
watching him, and I'm like, it was.
That's the clip.
I guess the word is meta or surreal.
Weird to watch him, talk about us.
What's that, babe?
Well, he talks about us a little bit here and there.
Well, no, there's a whole.
Can I first say, Stalin? Hey, we know that they're talking about you here, so you're gonna leave it in, but we can expel the pleasantries, right? Just move it along. This is a 30-second.
Whole
Trust me, you're
stream
doing fine.
dedicated to us. Are you nuts?
No, I know, but he's talked about us before.
Yeah, but never, because I don't follow it that much.
Yeah.
And normally I'd ignore it, but the last thing he said was
Pause it for a
he's like,
second.
if I were Gino and Count, I'd stop talking.
For a guy who doesn't follow the Dabbleverse at all, he sure knows a lot about the Dabbleverse. He knows more about the Dabbleverse than I know about the Dabbleverse. And Stalin, this is your clip. And Dave was supposed to say that when we started, that it was Stallion's clip. So
I put the clip in the thing and it says his fucking name right there. And look, when I brought it up, it was already thumbed up. So go fuck yourself, Schmuel.
I know, but the deal
Suck
is
a
most
cock.
people listen.
Okay.
And so you have to audibly.
Most nobody
say it.
listens. Okay. Good. Fair enough. You're helping me be a better streamer. Thank you. By the way,
I'm helping you.
By the way, yes. Right. What were you commenting on before?
Just that
I was
Gino,
supposed to say-
for a guy who doesn't know the Dabbleverse,
Oh yes.
knows
Right.
everything about the Dabbleverse.
Well, the just like the thug life don't choose you know. No, wait, excuse me. Flip that. Just like you don't choose the thug life chooses you, right? Now switch it out for the Dabbleverse.
Yeah, well, the
Dabbleverse-
thing is this is another one of these guys that says, "Oh, I don't want to be in the Dabbleverse. Oh, I don't want to be in the Dabbleverse." But their whole fucking thing revolves around the Dabbleverse. Would anybody be watching a Gino clip if it weren't Dabbleverse related? I suspect no.
Yeah, and I said this on this actual, not on this one, but on another Stalin clip. I said this in his chat, which was in his comment section, which was, if you're not making your living as being a stand-up, then you're the dabbler. Now I'll let other Dabanons like decide whether or not podcasting is like adjacent enough to not be called a dabbler. So if you're making your living off of just podcasting, or podcasting and stand up combined, and I'm talking about a normal, not a Ray DeVito life, okay, or not a Gino Bisconti life. So if you're not making your living off it, you're the dabbler. Just like Stuttering John is the dabbler of comedy. Gino, Ray, Chad, looking at you.
Cookie Buckman asked me earlier today, how would she explain the Dabbleverse? And I said, that's like the eternal question that nobody seems to know. She tried to get me to explain it, and the more I explained it, the less she understood.
The Dabbleverse is like a woman and tequila. It's seductive yet treacherous.
Ooh, but it doesn't offer an explanation of it.
Talking about it. So listen, you fat gray-haired.
You wanted to say more?
I did watch. I want to give Nas Redna a shout out.
Yes.
He's got like an entire series on what the Dabbleverse is and how it started and whatnot. And I was watching that the other day. I actually did want to, and it's amazing how everybody, you have a different, like, I thought my stuff was, I had differences with Nas, like I could go over it, but I thought it was pretty goddamn comprehensive, and he does it with different people. So it starts with like corn diff, and then it goes into, God, if I could remember somebody's name, but it goes into different people, so it's not like a boring thing. It was really good. Your boss isn't on, is he?
He's on, but it's fine. We're okay. He's got Felicia and
you got
Sorcerer
permission.
On. I got the night
okay.
off. Yeah. Tonight was a kick it up to the boss night, so I had to pay my vig and just show my respects and bounce out of there, go back onto the streets and fucking hustle.
So the $7 in super chats we gross will come out to be about $4.20. What do you got to give him? $2.10?
Doggy, more people are watching your channel than my channel, so I don't know what to tell you.
I know everybody loves a boomer. Go ahead, you can run this tape.
Oh, I'm playing the wrong clip here. My bad. Here we go.
Why don't you reach out to me and ask me what I think? Because this is the problem. Like, we did nothing wrong, and now you and he said it like to be watching it, and I'm gonna play it, to be watching this guy who I have no problem with, but don't tell me what to do, because this is the problem with the legal system, okay? And I'll even apologize. Thank you for talking to me like a lawyer, but I'm sorry that the legal system is so fucked up that
mad. Can't you tell by the way he's yelling and emphasizing words? Harumph.
Yeah, go ahead.
People can act like idiots, and two women. I don't even know what the Ethan Ralph thing is, and I love that I'm looking in here like you're in there, baby. I don't even know what the Ethan Ralph thing is. They put that's how Minnesota is. I'm watching this guy, and at one point he says, "Yeah, you can't." The state's jurisdiction ends at the state line, which is why I'll say this again, and now you can jump in, Keanu, while I scream. Which is why I would say we're not going there, because again, I don't know a lot about legal shit. You know why, Keanu? Because I don't break the law.
You've never had any legal troubles?
Because I don't break the law. Because we don't break the law. In fact, the last time I had anything remotely legal, I was pointing.
Don't you dare start saying doing cocaine, breaking the law.
No, not at all. It's hilarious because he's going to go into an explanation of how he violated the law, but it wasn't really the law because he doesn't agree with the law. But
okay.
Apparently the
true
law
libertarian, right?
The law is for everyone except Gino. But what he's backtracking. Because yesterday or the day before, he was 100%. We're not going, right? 100%. We're not going. And now it's like, well, we're not going because, it ends at the state line, which may or may not be true, right? If you're Ethan Ralph the judge issued a arrest warrant for him, and Ethan had to pay it because he couldn't travel
Sorry. Yes.
unless it was taken care of. And what Gino
Right.
fails to understand here is the way this works, and I double checked to make sure I was correct. We talked about this before, which is that yeah, he can ignore the subpoena, but the judge can issue a warrant, and as long as New York and Minnesota have a compact, they can come and knock on his door. And the likely thing is that they
compact,
do
yeah.
have a compact because New York,
Are they doing their makeup with the compact?
and well, New York doesn't want it to be serving subpoenas, and they get ignored, so they don't want to do it to Minnesota. But
No, for
anyway,
sure. No, yeah, I mean, yeah, the big fat guy was explaining all that, and it made perfect sense. And you know, most cases they don't give a fuck. It seems like the fat guy seems to think that like the county and the judge specifically and the courthouse are like making a point that they're gonna fucking be like, we're some good old folks. We're not gonna be taking advantage of here. I don't know what YouTube is, but if Gino goes to jail for contempt of court for defaming a fucking prosecutor or the court or whatever, I'll laugh my ass off.
yeah,
But
exactly.
then, you know, I'll laugh my ass off for a while, but then, you know, I'll lose a lot more respect for Minnesota. But then going back to laughing my ass off again, but it's fucking filthy. It's a filthy situation.
I'd have hilarious. I would think it would be so funny. I'd have total respect for Minnesota.
What a piece of shit. No.
Well, because it's really funny. Because the thing with Gino,
Why can't he
is,
do it
like,
over Zoom? Be
you
honest.
go-
Why can't he do?
it's possible that he could, but he's not working with them, right? He's just telling them to fuck
Good.
off.
Make them work
I'm
as
not
hard
doing-
as they can. Good.
I'm not doing anything.
Good.
Fuck off.
Good.
Well, I absolutely disagree because
Why?
Gino's just a witness. He's only a witness. He's not in
Exactly.
trouble. He didn't do anything,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly.
Yeah, but what's happening is his friend got him in this problem, right? His friend got him in trouble. And so what's happening now is he thinks he's helping his friend. And fuck him. What if you needed somebody to come to court for you and they just said, "Fuck it. I'm not going to come. I don't feel like it. I'm not going to come." And all these things, the reason why there's a subpoena, I'm sure that they asked him to voluntarily testify.
No, but hold on here. There's who's the friend in the situation and who's the coming to the what of the thing. If Aaron doesn't need Gino to come testify and say that, yeah, he definitively did this.
Right.
That's the opposite of what Aaron wants. So
Exactly.
who's he friends with? Ricada? Who gives a fuck?
No.
So-
He's friends.
So there's
he's-
but that's your situation is skewed there. And it's not giving me the real scenario. The real scenario is technically, maybe, possibly Gino and Aaron are friends. So Aaron's not making him come over here. The opposition is.
Exactly.
Yeah, what
But-
do you mean exactly? That's why I'm
Well-
saying if you're Gino,
Right, but your friend got
For you-
let me finish. Your friend got you in this, right? Gino could have gotten out of it. He could have talked to them. There were a lot of things he could have do. He chose not to do it. Aaron fucked around and found out that you can't fuck around. Aaron on one of his streams said, "Oh, you always say you want to go to trial because you get a better plea deal that way." He's not a genius. And I don't really have any sympathy for Gino. You can't, because Gino's been smashing these women. It's time for him to go. If you want to talk shit in the courtroom where it matters, not fucking on the internet.
bro, Schmuel, stop it. Even I'm not that glassy-eyed and fucking rose-colored glasses to fucking look into that bullshit. No, look, the truth of the matter is this: if Aaron doesn't technically, if Aaron doesn't want him there, technically, he doesn't want him to come testify against him.
Right.
He doesn't want him to fucking. So it's the opposition. So if I'm Gino and my friend is Aaron, then I'd be like, no, go fuck yourself. I'm gonna make it as hard. No, let's figure it out. However else, I'm not coming to Minnesota. Let's figure it out.
Right. But here's the whole thing is, man, is the only reason why he's got to go to Minnesota in the first place is because he's been talking all this shit all along, right? Gino's been slamming Kayla Rekieta
No.
and Nick
No.
Rekieta this whole
No.
time, and now he's suffering the consequences of it. I have no sympathy for Gino.
No, Gino was trying to be as good of a content creator as he could. He made some bad decisions along the way. And I'm not even talking about marrying Kiki, but he made some bad decisions along the way. And the results of his attempt to be a good content creator got him in the situation. It's nothing to do with anything the fuck you're talking about.
Are you kidding me? To be a good content creator, that's what got him. No, Gino's always right. That's what got him into this.
But he was sent the thing on the phone. He wasn't even in the thing.
Well, he got the picture, right? All he had to do,
Yeah,
he
he got the
probably, and
He
all they
got the
want,
picture.
all they
They were
want
live
Gino to
on the
do is
air.
say, "I got the picture."
Yeah, you could do that from a Zoom or a court in New York.
Right,
Guarantee
but
it.
we've. Oh my God, man! I don't understand why this is so fucking complicated.
Because that's how you
Dave.
negotiate.
He
You negotiate-
could have.
Okay.
No, this is not how you negotiate. You don't insult the prosecutor. You don't insult the judge, right? That's not how you negotiate.
I don't
the
know.
way you
KB was pretty clear with saying the cop was a bitch. Am I right? And nothing really happened to him, did it?
What cop was a bitch? The fuck are you talking about?
Continue.
What are you talking about?
I'm
I don't
saying
understand.
KB on his recent ticket was calling the cop a bitch and being mean to the cop, and nothing happened. Because why? Because as long as you don't put your hands on the motherfucker, you should be fine. It's the same thing. Gino.
It's not.
Go on,
Look,
go on.
if you're
Go
using
on.
if you're using the KB example, KB would have walked away with a speeding ticket, but he didn't. He walked away with 4 violations, so he's going to wind up paying $1,000 instead of $200.
You
Is
don't
that
know.
a win? Because
You
he
don't
had to
know.
get his fucking attitude out.
It's not even done. It's not even done.
Dave, you're off the fucking.
Okay, so let's forget KB.
You got nothing to do with KB. This has nothing to do with
I'm
KB.
giving you an example. Because Gino can sit in New York and talk about a prosecutor in Minnesota for something he's just been subpoenaed for. He's literally a witness to a crime. That's it. That's all he is. Unless while court is in session, he's starting to say that this is a kangaroo court and blah. Short of that, nothing is going to happen to him. The inconvenience is the fact that he has to go down to Minnesota. So if they're saying you have to come down to Minnesota, then my negotiation spot is no, I'm staying in New York. Okay, well then now it's your turn.
Right,
What's
but
the
you
next
don't
step?
call the judge and the prosecutor.
No.
What did he say? They have the brains of rabbit turd and tissues, right? You don't piss off a prosecutor. I'm sorry,
No,
man, but it's that.
I'm
You don't
sorry.
think pissing off a prosecutor makes any difference?
I don't.
You
And
don't
not when you're the
think-
witness of not when you're the witness of the crime. You're not when you hold the cards. They need you.
Okay, frankly, I don't think that they need Gino. I think that
They're just fucking with him because he's making
No.
fun of them. Ooh, let's
No,
spend
not
government money.
My God. Impossible. All right, listen, I got to put this up because I got to explain this real quick. Chris Mack. I think Aaron probably scheduled the trial date because he was hoping Minnesota wouldn't issue the interstate subpoenas summoning Gino and Keanu. Now that they will be in court, Aaron will plead. Here's the story. He was offered a plea deal. Aaron was offered a plea deal. He could have pled, but he chose not to plead. He chose to go to trial. So now the state of Minnesota is tightening the screws. So, and
Good for
and
them.
what
As they
appears
should.
to be happening is that the plea deal is off the table. And now any plea deal that Aaron gets is going to be worse than what he would have gotten originally.
Yes, that's every single case, Buckman. That's nothing new. We know that. That's why I'm saying Aaron and Gino are okay with it dragging on as much as possible. Make them do whatever the fuck they have to get him there. Or don't make him go there and make him testify in Zoom court in New York or something. If you don't trust the fact that he's going to log in himself as Gino Bisconte, then make him go to a courtroom, show his ID, jump into the Zoom court there and do it. They do it all the time. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Their first negotiations, you're coming here. Gino says, no, I'm staying here. I'm not going to Minnesota. Okay, that's fine. They'll figure it out. This is not even a big deal. Him talking about the prosecutor, I guarantee the prosecutor will not even see. I guarantee nobody watches Gino. You think the fucking prosecutor in Minnesota is?
I think the prosecutor in Minnesota is. I don't think this would have gone this far if Gino and Aaron weren't coming up with this. Fuck you, you're stupid.
All that's doing is making it worse for Aaron. So, in my opinion,
right? But Dummy doesn't. But Dummy doesn't realize it, right?
I don't know if Dummy thinks that they're friends anymore. I don't think he cares.
He says, dude. He says, do you watch the clips that you put up?
He says. But you're saying he's a this and he's a that. So it doesn't even matter what the fuck he says.
He said on the stream with Louis, right? The little puppet. He says, Aaron is his buddy. He says that. All right.
Yeah, he says
it was like
KB's
a day
his
ago.
Buddy too. He says KB's his buddy too.
And the Zoom court won't happen because it's legal. Yeah. On this one, when I asked the question, that's not 100% correct. That if they allow Zoom testimony for witnesses, they can come to an agreement. But I don't know whether Aaron has to agree to it or not. I mean, Aaron could be saying, no, we want him live, right? I mean, that's basically what this is implying.
If it comes down to it, they'll take a notary public from New York to say, I swear on my life, this is what he sent me. Here's the transcripts, and it's done. Are you fucking kidding me? They can get the details from whoever, AT&T, Verizon. They can get it from them. Why do they need you?
Oh my God!
You keep my God, but
because you act like you know how this works, and you don't. It's not this way.
Okay.
Because there's more to this.
Okay.
Right? There are going to be other questions. They're not only going to. The question is not going to be. Did you get the picture? Right.
Right.
We know that he got the picture. The question is going to be, did you get the picture? Did you have discussions about the picture? Because what they want to show is that it was non-consensual, and they want to get the felony out of this.
They want the dissemination,
which would be revenge porn.
They want the dissemination. They want to prove that Gino was part of the dissemination of the revenge porn. Am I wrong about this? It's going into a broader audience than if it was just a personal thing that Gino talked about it on the thing.
Right, so, but it's one. Oh my God! You know, when they have him and he's a witness, they get to ask more than one question. They're not going to ask him one question.
Right.
They're going to ask him, "Did you and Aaron talk about this?" Because they're going to try. They're going to try to go to Aaron's state of mind that this was revenge.
Right.
Because that's the difference between the misdemeanor and the felony.
That's right, Buckman. And if you're Aaron's friend and you're Gino Bisconti, you make it as hard as possible. You don't make it as easy as possible.
Right, but you don't make it as hard as possible on the internet. You don't go public.
I don't. You don't.
Gino and Keanu have basically they play these transcripts, play these clips in court with Keno saying, "Yeah, we got it. We got the." They're not going to need them, right? They can live without them. But what happens is, if they live without them, Aaron's defense doesn't get to ask any questions.
Oh no! I'm sorry, Buck. I'm not.
No, but it's like It's like talking to Gino. You just keep yelling at me, but you're
I'm
not
not yelling
paying
at you.
attention to what's
I
actually
am paying
happening.
attention. No, because my point about all this all along is if you or me, if normal people don't go after prosecutors and judges and stuff like that, we know that Gino's not a normal person. But the idea that like he should just go down to Minnesota and fucking and play by the rules and all that, go fuck yourself.
Nobody's
And if he
telling.
wants to,
No, but that's not. Jesus fucking Christ. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm
Okay.
saying is, no, you don't show up. No, you don't do it, but you don't talk about it. You don't talk
Well,
about
that's
it
true.
because all you're doing is burying your friend. They're hurting Aaron in every one of these videos that they do. That's what I'm saying.
So my point exactly. Gino's not really Aaron's fucking friend. He doesn't give a fuck. To Gino, the worst that can happen to him probably is a $500 fine. And when all this is said and done, even if he's held in contempt of court in Minnesota court, I'm sorry. But yeah, if I'm
Well, let's not act like Gino has $500.
Well, I mean, it is. I mean, it's the fact that you mentioned that is pretty funny because Keanu very shortly is going to bring up. Well, we're not going to pay it up front.
Right. Well, I
Okay,
still
well,
go back
okay, like,
to watching
we've argued
Keanu and
enough.
the mom.
I know. Well, let's play the
All
clip a little more.
Well, this is where Gino reveals more of his
right,
legal knowledge to all of us. Go ahead.
right.
You got to play the tape.
I'm sorry. I keep playing the wrong fucking clip. Here we go.
Out how I had 3 shots at a show. I got in the car. I had it set to no tolls, which is why, and I drove like half a mile. I'm like, I don't know where I am. I must be hammered. I pulled into a gas station and I remembered, as far as I know the law, to take the keys out of the car, to turn the car off, take the keys out, and throw the keys either out of the car or somewhere where you can't possibly reach them. And I do that, and next thing you know, I'm getting dragged out of the.
Okay. Well, you know, it's really, really hard to defend Gino after him saying that, but yeah. Okay. Let's just keep going with the continue.
Lucky he didn't kill anybody in the half mile. Go ahead.
Okay, let's just continue. Continue. I just wanted everybody to know that what I said before, I still stand behind.
The car, not dragged out. Cops are great. I had no problem with it. Getting taken out of the car for a DUI. And again, I didn't fight it. In fact, the story ends with me going, after I'm in the cuffs in the back, I go, this is this, and I go, and that is my cousin's badge, and he lets me go because again, I don't know how
that in and of itself is so
fucking break it. I'm sorry, baby, go.
That in and of itself is so up. One of us.
So bad.
All right.
Yeah. So
again, it's good for you, but it's still like, okay, well then you weren't doing anything wrong. It's just like, I mean, it was like, was it a slow crime day? Well, technically, I guess you were doing something wrong, but then the moment you have this, my cousin's badge, then he lets you go.
My buddy said it perfectly. I forget whether it was a cop or my cousin. There's
a lot of extra in here.
This is Gino. No, this isn't extra. This is important.
There's a lot of fat in here.
But this is Gino not understanding that he was lucky. That's what this is all about. He's complaining he was lucky. He was lucky they let him go because getting drunk and driving a half mile and throwing your keys away and all that is still drunk driving. But go ahead.
I get it. Okay. Yes, you're right. Okay. Let me just say one thing too about what we were talking about before. I just want to make sure that everybody knows that I'm not saying to skip out on bail or not show up and not like no show, no call. I'm not saying any of that. What I'm saying is this is the beginning of the negotiation. The negotiation says you come to Minnesota. Then you say, no, I'm not coming to Minnesota. Then they figure out what the fuck is going on. Now, Gino, I understand, is going on. And again, I already started this whole conversation with it would be hilarious as hell if he got held in contempt of court and I'd laugh my ass off. That's still true. But the idea that like he should just obey and be like, yeah, I'll come to Minnesota, blah, blah, blah. No, I don't believe that. So, and I'm not saying
but
that
nobody's
that's what you were
saying, but nobody's saying that.
We came to misunderstanding. I jumped the gun a little bit over there. I was misconstruing your words a little bit, but we'll have to check the tape. But I apologize.
No,
We're gonna continue.
look. If it were my friend, I would do everything I could to get out of the subpoena. But I also know that calling the prosecutor names and the judge names, pissing off the people that hold all the cards. Yes,
Yeah,
stupid.
and
crap.
I don't think you should.
Is
I
the
don't think it
dumbest
should be
thing
that way.
in the world.
I don't think, and I think that's bad. And so I would never do that, but I think that's fucking stupid. So if Gino wants to be the martyr that we need, I'm okay with it.
Okay, but the whole point of this, the reason why we're watching this video is not because, right? Not because of the rightness or the wrongness or any of this. We're watching this because Gino is a fucking idiot. And
Right.
we can't believe how fucking stupid he is.
Yes,
That's
correct.
that's the
Yeah.
point of this. So we're arguing
open
about
micer.
little things. And
Sadabbler.
so Mudshark, here's the story, dude. I've been in situations where shit has happened and I was supposed to be a witness and you get out of it, right? There are ways to get out of it. But the story is if your friend is making things worse and causing you more problems, at some point you got to throw up your hands and go, fuck it. I'm going in and I'll tell them I'll tell them the truth. But go ahead.
All right. No, you're okay. All right.
Like, and I have no problem with this because we're grown up. Like they need tickets. You know what I mean? You know
At
what it is?
the end of the
Tickets
month,
are
that's
like-
why people get pulled over the most.
Yeah, tickets are like
They gotta make their quota.
But again, I don't care about any of this shit. But when I watch these people, and the guy's like, yeah, well, normally, but now look at this. They have special statutes and taxpayer money for these two women who I won't say anything bad about because that would be slander. I mean, I don't. Let me say it again. Because that might be slander. I don't know the law. But when you're looking at a female lawyer who's trying to defend a woman who neglected her 5 children to pose naked with a guy, so again, that guy could be distracted enough for her husband to his wife, and this woman's like, I'm going to save women. Any woman that thinks like that's why women's brains are filled with squirrel droppings.
Okay. I understand that Gino is like, he's it's almost an ad hominem territory where he's going like we've gotten away from the topic at hand and we're now starting to justify the thing with other things, which courts don't do. So let's keep
here's this is the other thing too, right? So the two parts about this is they need tickets. That's why they do this. They need tickets. They let them go. If they needed tickets, they would have arrested him. Number one, right? Number two, let's say she did get naked. Let's say that she was swinging. It doesn't mean that she can't be the victim of another crime. Right? If you rob me, if you pickpocket me, and the next night you're walking along and you get whacked and I whack you in the head with a pipe, right? 2 separate crimes. She'll pay for hers. He'll pay for his. Go ahead.
Can we just say, excuse me.
Some tissue paper because you're acting like a stupid. And you're like, we got to get these two to Minnesota. Well, they have the same law. And then they go to a female judge. And what do you think she does? I can't believe it either. She's like, yeah, I'll sign off on this. Let's have all the Minnesota taxpayers who lost all their money on the Vikings-Rams game pay for Gino and Keanu. By the way,
Pause it for
they'll
1 second.
reimburse us.
It's true.
Suck my
Ozzy guy's got he's got a good point there. It's the same thing. It's like you trying to equate, almost
Right,
an
Gino,
ad hominem,
it's-
almost going after the character versus the crime.
It's the old argument. Well, she wouldn't have gotten raped if her skirt wasn't so short.
Right.
Go ahead.
Don't use that term on my channel, please, Buckman. Censor yourself a little bit.
Oh, we're not allowed to
Censor
use
yourself
the-
a little bit, right?
We're not allowed to use the R word.
You know, unlike
Yeah,
you,
they're,
I'm
the family's not
monetized.
going to smell that cigarette. Go ahead.
No, they're already asleep and gone. It's fine.
Dick.
Well, also, it's just when
Not
I
gone,
say
but
like
they're
there's
just
no
asleep.
way we're going out there. Obviously, if we had to go out there,
Yeah.
they needed to pay for us to
Backtrack,
go out there to
backtrack,
do
backtrack.
what? Say, did
What do you want to go back? Oh, she's back.
No, backtrack,
Yeah, yeah.
backtrack.
Sorry.
this happen? Did you see this photo for a moment? Yeah. Did that really need to happen? I'm sorry.
Well, so to your point there, no, Kiki, that's not all it's going to be, unfortunately.
Right. And you don't have to send it. Dissemination means sending it to in this case, it's sending it to one person.
I know
Right.
that, but it's worse when you're sending it to multiple people, and the fact that they were
Two
live.
of them.
And also, they haven't called Kiki for shit.
Yeah, they have.
Right?
They subpoenaed her.
They subpoenaed her also.
Yeah, subpoenaed both
Wow,
of them.
I'm telling you, they
But
gotta work some kind of fucking. I can't defame my wife, or I can't incriminate my wife.
No, it's got.
It was
I
her
know
fault.
you
It
said
was
that
his
the other
fault.
night, but they're not. Neither one of them are being charged. It's Aaron.
I know
being
that.
charged.
I
There's
know that. But
nothing
even
that
as
they
a
can do.
witness, that's what I'm saying. Even as a witness, then that helps a little bit. I don't know.
What? How?
If
No, I mean,
if-
I'm
if-
listening.
if
Tell me
Keanu-
how.
If Keanu gets on the stand and they start asking about, well, do you think your husband said this about? Well, obviously, she doesn't have to say anything. Now, I'm not saying I don't even know if a lawyer will even ask that, but because that seems like something that they already know will just be ex-nate anyway. So I'm just, you get what I mean?
Well, we
So
know
if
of
they're-
at least.
but going by your logic, but if they're gonna keep asking questions, then maybe she's afraid to incriminate him, so she doesn't have to speak about anything. I don't know. I'm fucking retarded.
No, because
I'm
you
sorry
are
to
retarded.
YouTube
You're
services.
retarded. Go ahead. Keep going.
It's the most ridiculous thing ever. It's just ridiculous that we would even have to. All we've ever done is just sit there and tell the truth. And
Yeah.
that's that. I think it is drastic and stupid and just a ploy to discredit Aaron.
But I mean, again, and they're all like, I love how up the Devers is like, well, they're gonna go in cuffs. No, we'll go if we have to. But again,
We
you're
have
so
to
worried
go.
about the
Obviously, we'll go. God damn, Aaron will do anything to get us out to Minnesota, won't he?
and we'll do it.
Now, actually, the first time I heard that, I laughed. I have to say, I'm sorry. When the first time she said that, I laughed. I chuckled. I thought, hey, good job, Kiki. Look, you gotta understand. I understand that your channel is not monetized. But we gotta understand. You gotta stop chilling. You gotta chill with these free chats. I'm just joking.
Sorry, buddy. I
Put
can't
the
help it
Aussie
that
hat
I
back.
get
I'm
more
just joking.
viewers than you do.
And whatever. But again, I don't know if you know this. I don't know if you watch
I
Red Rock
created
Flatbroke. And if you think I'm paying up front to fly the out there, you're out of your mind.
Right. Like what we did nothing. And also I have a big problem since I was trolled
I
on the
have one
internet
too.
for not.
Oh, you say big problem with a B.
Let her talk, Gino.
Never mind.
Go on, baby.
No.
No,
Just kidding.
what's the big problem?
Go
I have
on,
a big
baby.
problem
I'm gonna do
with
that to you,
since I
Buckman.
was trolled on the internet for not when the whole thing all went down, not knowing what the word disseminate meant because I just never heard the word before. So, but I did look it up, and it
You like what I did there, right? With the disseminate?
Yeah. So
does mean
put up Ozone Super Chat.
I was going
Ozone, $4.99. The prosecutor
you
will
so
ask
much,
Gino one
Ozone. As-
question. Did Aaron send you a naked picture of Kayla? Yes. Okay, thanks for coming. That will be all they want. Actually, the next question is, and did they then show that picture to Keanu?
Mm-hmm. He's not wrong, Ozone. He's not wrong, and you're not wrong. But the thing is that like Ozone is he's going against you there a little bit, Buckman. He kind of agrees that they're not going to be asking him a bunch of questions. And you know what? I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about that until you brought it up. I didn't even think that's how stupid I am. I didn't even think about the fact that they might bring up other shit. But yeah, I also, that's it. I also didn't think
Yeah.
about, somebody brought up the other day, Gino and Kiki were swinging also. I did not think about that, and that's great.
Yeah, that would assume
Did you
Gino
hear
can
about
get it
that?
up. Yeah, but like I said, that would assume Gino's able
That
to have an erection.
seems like
So
you got a personal vendetta against Gino. Now, I'm not liking this unbiased. This is supposed to be crosstalk, schmul talk, schmal
no,
talk, fucking schmal talk, schmal.
I'm not. I'm not biased. I don't think. Look, honestly, I don't think they did. That's my. I don't picture them as swingers. I don't know why. I don't picture Gino being a swinger. I don't know about Kiki.
Okay. Now I'm hard.
Disseminate means spread a ideas or photo or what
Thank you,
have you
Ozone.
to a large
Unnecessary.
group
I
of
was just
people.
joking, buddy.
A large group. That's the literal
Really
definition.
unnecessary.
A broken man who got cucked out of his life sent a
Damn.
photo to his buddy that his buddy did not ask for,
Damn.
and then his buddy deleted it. Is that
Thank you.
really who
Pause it.
did it
Pause
hurt?
it.
And I
Thank you, Kiki, for defining sending non-consensual sexual images across the internet.
I learned disseminate today.
Right? God, my God, she's so dumb.
They belong together. You know what they say? Two crackheads can live together forever, dude. One of yous
Right.
can't be a crackhead, but if both of yous middles, if both of yous open micers, limitless.
Yeah, I look. I would I would believe that this was like they were trying to fuck Aaron, except I don't think they are because I think they're telling the truth. Like I think they're really angry at Ricada and April and
They're
that
blinded,
stuff.
Schmuel.
You
They're
know, no, no,
blinded.
no. I think no. I don't think Gina. I don't think they're capable of coming up with a devious plot to nail Aaron. But go ahead.
No, of course not. Why would you think that?
This has been my Mud Sharks Unite. Gino ran to the cops when Pat Dixon broke his jaw. This has been my point all along. You know, Gino's constantly complaining about Pat Dixon hit 3 women. Well, you know what? That's his opinion. There's no evidence of that, but we do have evidence, court evidence, that Aaron headbutted his wife. So why is Pat bad but Aaron good? It's hypocrisy. Go ahead.
No. Aaron bad. Pat bad. And I know Schmuel, I know Pat's your homie. I'm not gonna get into here. I'm not gonna get into Pat being a piece of shit. That's fine. That's your thing. I don't give a fuck. But I have always been on Gino's side with the punching thing. Fair, done. That's all I need to ever know about Pat Dixon. Unfortunately. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe I'm missing something.
Uh,
Are we ready for this?
I don't
go
think
ahead.
she actually is really hurt by it because,
I gotta
like,
pee. I'm
no
listening.
one saw it. Did Aaron post it anywhere? Did it go anywhere? No, it's gone.
I'll tell you why.
I'm
I
just
did.
saying, we just think it's ridiculous. If Minnesota, I mean, if it's so slow in Minnesota that they really need us to come out there to what? Once again, sit there and tell the truth.
But that's
Then
just
I
it's like-
guess we'll
it's-
have to do it. But whatever. Like, god damn, it's so crazy. I don't think it's going to come to that. I think they're
I
gonna be
don't-
like, once
But here's
they
my-
realize,
here's the
like,
problem.
we are not on that side of. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry, baby. I thought like we're like this is another thing you have to get better with the rhythm. Me and Max learned it. I'm sorry. But my problem is why should I shouldn't have to care about that. It's amazing how when you don't do anything wrong, and the Dabbleverse can say all they want, but they try to. It's like I shouldn't have to care about this. I should not. And thank you for Curtis John who said yes, sir. It's like you don't lie to cops. It's illegal to lie to cops. And he also
You just
threw in
don't.
$1. It's so aggravating to
Pause it for 1 second.
Yeah. Go on.
Yeah, it's not illegal to lie to cops. It's illegal to lie to federal agents. You can lie to cops all day long if you
I
want.
don't even know. Yeah, I mean, what? It's illegal to lie to federal agents in the field, or it's legal to lie in federal agents under oath?
No,
I think it's always.
it's illegal to lie to a federal agent in the course of their duty.
but not cops.
but not cops. Only federal
So
agents.
it's a federal.
It's a
So
federal.
we need to
law.
roll back some federal laws. What you're saying?
Oh, I think it's frankly, I think it's the biggest piece of bullshit ever.
Goddamn
That's
right,
what
baby.
That's look. I don't want to go
Thin blue line,
sidetrack,
baby.
but
Black fist, communism.
Michael Flynn, the general, when they were
That's right.
interviewing him.
Goddamn good
and
American.
They couldn't get anything on him, and what they did was they said he lied during the interview, and that's what they got him on.
I know. He's a big QAnon guy.
This is
Fuck. What was I gonna say?
Joey
Oh,
C went to prison for lying to a federal agent. That's actually not what happened, but it could have been.
Could have been in the
He
act of his.
He did not go to jail for lying to a federal agent. He went to jail for perjury. A little bit different.
The next time you put up a chat that has Joey C's fucking any fucking money in it, I'm kicking you off your own show.
That's the only time I
changing
allow
the
you.
password.
I'm not
done.
Look, I'm not monetized. I'm not used to this.
No, let me tell you one thing. Fuck. Oh, right here. This is what I wanted to see. Gino said something. I don't know what the fuck he said, but we got to go back a couple of seconds in here. That rant.
I should not. And thank you for Curtis John, who said yes, sir. It's like you don't lie to cops. It's illegal to lie to cops. And he also
you just don't.
It's so aggravating to watch something, and it's like they're talking about you. It's like, and I don't mean like why are they talking about it? It's like that I'm actually watching and listening to, saying this is actually pertinent information. Let me watch. But then when he's like, no, do you know anything about? He's your friend, and I mean I'm kidding, but I'm glad you went on and we made peace. Ethan, why do they have an arrest warrant in Minnesota for Ethan Rauch?
I don't know. My friend.
I missed it, I guess.
How was he my friend? I did his show one time, but they did.
I'm saying he like I did. I'm like he's in it, and then you went on like no.
I did. I had a nice time on his show. I thought he was really nice.
Great on that show. I mean it. Like I that's another time. Like I can admit when I'm wrong. Go on, baby. I'm sorry.
No, I just right. I just think it's ridiculous. I was just trying to highlight the ridiculousness of the fact that we would literally actually have to go out there to testify, and I'll wear my best suit and I'll sit there and just tell the truth.
The whole country is from the Jesus Christ, from the selfish, arrogant, up behavior of the liberal of our past administration. And Minnesota, I'm sorry, this is not saying I'm right, but you can't convince me I'm wrong. That's my mindset. Minnesota is one of the epicenters, and I know there can only be one, but in my case, there were several of when it all began. And why?
Isn't this the game when one thing is not like the other, right? Gino's going nuts about something that's irrelevant, has nothing to do with this.
They're doing a show.
Anyway, go.
They're doing a show.
Go ahead.
I mean,
all right.
They're doing a show. They shouldn't be talking about I agree. They shouldn't talk. I want them to be able to talk shit about the prosecutor, especially if it has nothing to do. Like, I don't know.
Well, my attitude. This is my deal. If they're doing a show, I absolutely agree. But because they're doing a show, I get the right to comment on it. That's what this is all. That's what this is all about. If they didn't want to hear shit, they shouldn't have said anything. Just shut up.
Of course. But that's that's my comment. My comment is they're doing a show.
Watch the fall of Minneapolis. I'm sorry, I'm a broken record.
Yeah. Well, no, that's going down a rabbit hole.
Lawyer who, if she wasn't a lawyer and you just talk like this, you'd be like, what a stupid. Oh, we have to get these people out there.
Right.
To, stop this man for sending one picture of a woman who was complicit in the picture, and it's not like she was
posed for it
that night. It's not like they got drunk one.
Okay, so here's the thing. Okay, it's a little presumptuous. It's a little presumptuous, Gino, right? To say that it was. Yes, the image is consensual. Sending the image is not consensual, Gino. You gotta understand that. I need to know that you understand that.
Can I say something too? how do we know there was only one image?
Okay, it doesn't matter. It's the,
Right? No, it
that
does
has no-
matter. How do we know that that the reason why this isn't more serious is because Aaron didn't send more pictures to other people? We don't know, right? We don't know that Aaron doesn't have a history of this. We don't know. There's a lot of things we don't know. We're focusing on Gino and Aaron in this one picture, but who knows? Maybe there's more.
All right, look, Schmuel, we've talked a lot about this. I think we should get to your commentary on the whole Gino being blocked from the stand. Can we just get to that?
I'd
now?
like to. I'd actually let's
button this up.
Can we
then.
run? No, can we run through this? Because I
Let's
I
run
won't say
through
a
it.
word. I won't say another
Let's,
word during
let's
this.
go.
Night
Let's run through it.
and took this picture. It was the result of weeks of wife swapping, doing drugs, and neglecting children. And that lawyer, and I'll get her name, is a garbage person for thinking we need to be involved in this if we don't want to go.
No.
I don't understand. This is how the law gets corrupted. She's like, I'm going to wait for my client, and you're going to strike a blow to every child's protection in the country.
Right. As if the like is sharing a photo that two consenting adults took together is sharing that wrong? Yes. But in the scheme of things,
I disagree, but go on. I'm not saying it's right, but I disagree slightly.
it's
Go on,
wrong.
I
But
apologize.
you know what? I mean, I don't think
Boo, Gino.
I just don't think
believe
the
that's bad
motive
take there,
behind
Gino.
why
Terrible
they
take.
reported that is to take the heat off of them.
Discredit the witness.
Discredit the witness. The motive behind it is why they
Oh my
reported
God.
that. Or else, Gino, you're a gentleman and you
Oh my God.
deleted it. It didn't go anywhere. Was it gross of Aaron to do? Was it stupid? Yes. However, come on, give me a break. Like, if that's the law is the law, and that's fine. But then, like, okay, what else do you need us to
Columbo,
say?
dude.
Do I have to sit there and say it? My biological clock is ticking like this.
They
The
think
Buick
it's
And
my
Skylark.
cousin
also
Vinny.
fair to say,
They think this whole thing is my cousin Vinny. God, that's the thing. It's just. We're continuing. I'm sorry. I don't mean to keep stopping it.
No, go ahead. I don't
it's
mind.
just
Go ahead.
so the whole point of me.
And then the people in the chat, let me interrupt you. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
They are
please,
saying,
no,
you know,
don't be
it
sorry.
is-
Go, baby,
it-
go.
Why can't we Skype in?
Oh, EK Legend said that. I don't because.
Oh, I guess
Actually, I don't know why.
the law tuber
Because you're a
said it
fucking
is the
idiot.
right of the the person that reported the crime
They're
to
so
talk to
and I
everyone,
wanted to
I
say
guess.
it's more
Like-
it's just the arrogance of these idiots. She's like, she so has a hard on for Aaron. which
no,
I
it's
hear-
not even her. I doubt it's her. This is Nick Ricada. Do you think she
Oh,
wants
that-
to go
no.
through this? Yeah.
That's a great question. I got to interrupt you. If it's Nick Ricada, that's just their client. Why is she bending over backwards for?
No, Nick Ricada's like, I have nothing to do with it. Do you think this woman who just got her children back, who has been completely silent through all
I
of
mean,
this,
this is compelling.
all of their
This-
drug stuff,
I've
all of
never
their
seen
stuff,
this
blah,
whole
blah, blah, blah,
clip.
blah, wants
like
to really
this.
go
I
through
love
this right
this.
now? No. Creep
I don't know.
boost.
All of a
And
sudden, I'm
she's
compelled.
she's dumber. Like, you know my thoughts on April. She's it's like when I talk about people I want to
Wow.
go to hell, and it's always eclipsed. Like it was Merrick
I didn't
Garland,
think it was
then it was
going to
Nancy.
be.
She's higher up than April for people that are just idiots right now.
Ricada is the one that is puppet
Keanu,
mastering
without
all
a
of
doubt.
it. Yeah.
Without a doubt. But again, I can't wait till they
Wow.
call her. We were just following
I'm
orders.
sucked back in.
We were just following orders. I was just doing what my husband told me to do.
These two are detestable. They're just fucking detestable.
That was nice though. That was entertaining. I don't know. That whole last interaction was entertaining to me. This is the
Right.
first time I've been felt emotionally involved in any of this Aaron stuff. I've been
So,
watching that shit since 2020.
Aussie guy, she actually thinks the prosecutor would torpedo the case against Nick. Exactly. And this doesn't have anything to do with Nick. This is Kayla. Now you can call Nick a puppet
Right.
master. You can call him whatever you want.
Yeah, this is Kayla.
But this is Kayla.
Nothing. to do with
Kayla is the victim. Nick's
Yeah.
case is settled.
Mhm.
Kayla's charges are being
Nick.
dismissed.
Damn right.
You know,
Goddamn right, baby. All
Caleb
right, we got a
didn't
couple
do
more
anything
here.
wrong.
Continue.
And as we remember, these pictures, they all agreed were not going to be shared.
Right.
Are we
Okay.
jumping into this?
We are.
Well, let's take a second and just go back and
Go on.
cover anything that yeah, none of this makes sense. You know, it's like it's that old thing of they're just fucking idiots, just idiots. Nick got probation, and the charges against April and Kayla were dismissed pending approval of the judge. So that's where we are, and that's not hard to do. Go ahead.
I like Gino. What the fuck, man?
I know you do. I don't get it, but you know.
You don't have to get it. All right. Okay. I might fast forward through some of this because I already know all the main shit. But the early stuff, the stand stuff is the
I
early
don't,
stuff.
and maybe our
I know that our
viewers don't.
audience
So
understand.
let's play it.
I'm doing this for your benefit because you said you only wanted to go an hour, but I'm going, baby.
Right. Well, you dragged me in here now, and you got me hooked. So let's do it.
Huh? Oh, I'll show the text messages, you bitch. I will show them.
It's not that. If you weren't banned from the stand, are you banned from the stand?
Got to put it up.
No, am I?
You got to put it
No,
on
no, no, I
stage.
feel like-
Let me ask you this: who says I was?
I'm not gonna
It's
have
not-
a healthy reaction to that next time.
It's
One
not
second.
on. You didn't
I
put it
know,
up.
I know.
There you
I
go.
know,
All right.
I know,
All right.
I know. That's my bad.
No, I mean it's not. It's not that. If you weren't banned from the stand, are you banned from the stand?
No, am I?
Are you banned from the
I
stand?
don't know. I feel like
Let me ask you this: who says I was banned from the stand? Because I go there.
I
all
just
the
assume you're banned from everywhere.
Yeah, because Ray DeVito's insane, and I don't know what he's telling.
Oh yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, because me and Ray do a show on Tuesday, first Tuesday of the month at the stand.
Okay, so I'll be there, but I don't understand. Like
Maybe
Ray,
you're not banned from the stand.
like Ray's insane. Like it's like I've done.
Is Kevin Brandon watching right now?
I don't think so. He's
Are you on good terms with him?
Yeah, I'm over all of.
Are you, Gino? Are you on good terms with him?
He
I
and
don't
KB
know.
are best of buds, man. Don't
I
you know
don't
that?
know. I don't know if him and the boss.
these
I can't follow this. The Dabbleverse is very difficult to keep track of.
Yeah, and the fact that you can't.
Oh, I mean, I'm not. I honestly, all I know about is in the stuff that just pops up in my For You feed on Twitter.
Well, yeah, you're busy being successful and co-hosting Boys Cast with Ryan Long and touring. You're in Vancouver coming up, correct?
Yeah, this weekend.
And I
Or
believe
next weekend, sorry.
You want to do the Ray's like, do you want to take over for Ray Goots? And you're like, I'm not doing anything, but I'd love to be on the thing, right?
Yeah, I was like, I'll do a spot, and then I make the poster, so that's
Yeah.
my contribution.
Yeah, but I don't know, like, how.
Hey, let me just say, I talk a lot of. I've missed. I missed that part that he said there where he makes the poster. I will talk a lot of shit about Danny Polachuk, but the fact that he said that, you know what? My nigga, that's fine. We're good, baby. I love you, baby. We're good. Baruch atah Adonai. Let's go. I love that. Hey, let me tell you, I like that. That's a hard working Jew right there, dude. Gatej. Now I got to worry about your channel. 'Cause this is coming off. No, I'm just joking.
Half my shit online is me doing shit at the stand, you know? Like my reels
yeah.
from the stand, Kevin
5
Brennan,
years
the
ago,
roast of
6
Kevin
years
Brennan at
ago.
the stand. And then one day I was, because I don't know, Ray is insane. And I don't know, one day I was at Sullivan's. I like to have a couple.
Raisin
Yeah.
Sane. Raisin Sane.
And
Yeah.
I get a text from
No,
John,
Ray's
the
great.
manager. Excuse me. I get a.
Joe.
I have a
Joe.
missed call from John, the manager
Joe.
of the stand.
Joe.
Joe, that's how long it's been. Little Joe, the
Right.
manager who I've known forever. Like hung
Who
out
I've known forever.
Pause
And
it for a second.
at the Montreal Comedy Festival with him when he was like 5 years old, or at least he looked.
Did you? Because it seemed like you didn't even know his name.
Exactly.
right?
But they're best friends. Gino's always right. So how
John.
dare I?
Hey,
Steve,
Schmal. Schmal. Schmal?
Jason.
Schmal.
Yeah, yeah. We've been good friends forever. How long ago was the Kevin Brennan roast? 6 years?
I mean, half of Gino's credits are has Kevin Brennan's name in it.
This
you
is
joking?
like I was Gino talks about his stuff. It's like stuttering John, pulling shit up from 30 years ago, right?
I opened for
Oh,
Artie with
man.
that Dean Del Rey who was there. Get the fuck out of my face. But
All right,
look,
let's go.
that's but the biggest tragedy about all this is Gino got the courage to text or call Danny Polachuk, or he cornered him at a bodega accidentally, and he said, "Hey, dude, you got to come on my podcast." He's like, "Yeah, sure, I'll throw you a bone." Not set up anything. I'm on my fucking laptop, sitting back and like my thing. I'm not doing my regular setup that I do for my stream. Let me just hop onto my Surface, my Microsoft Surface, real quick, and I'll log into your stream. And then he proceeds to talk to literally inundate him with Kevin Brennan and like literally try to be like, "Hey, have you heard about this guy Red Bar? Yeah, he hates everybody. You ever heard about
Yeah.
him? Let's keep talking about him because you know what's gonna happen? He's gonna hear about it and he's gonna talk about you." Now, KB was actually very nice to Danny Polachuk. And now, you know what? The boss says he's cool. He's cool on my book. Even though he may or may not have deleted a message asking on his stream if Kevin Brennan was banned from the stand or not. So we'll digress. We'll talk about it at a different time. Continue.
I feel like Ray sent Danny. This makes Gino look like a complete asshole. So Danny and Ray are friends. So
Yeah, that's good. They should be friends. There should be no friends in comedy.
Yep, go.
He needs to make more.
Looked at if you think he looks young now, and he's like, and he just, I don't even remember what he said, but he's like listening to. Have you ever known me, Danny, to do anything mean or terrible to people?
No.
No.
Yes.
And he's like, yeah, what's your problem with Ray or something? And I just went off. I'm like, I'm like, how long have I known you? I'm like, what is Ray telling you that you're listening to? And he
It's more the universe of the Dabbleverse. I don't know.
Okay, look, and we're gonna give Danny a pass here, but basically from here on out, they get into the whole KB stuff. So now, that's what he said. He said that Ray DeVito told Joe, who he thought was John, was that Gino Bisconti's bad. Get him banned from the stand, as if Ray DeVito has that power, right? How stupid would you think that Ray DeVito would be able to get anybody banned from the stand? Now, Schmuel Buckman, I'm sorry I betray your trust. We're going to make it right tonight. You tell the folks, this is the most we've ever had. 38 users right here tonight. I mean, the most we've ever had tonight. You tell them, why was Gino Bisconti banned from the stand? Tell me.
Gino Bisconti, according to my sources.
Which is who?
I can't say.
Not Aaron
obviously.
Berg. Okay, go on.
Gino Bisconti was banned from the stand for filming Mark Normand.
Comedy. Okay,
Ah.
now.
So what I understand is Gino is allowed in the bar at the stand, but he is not allowed in the showroom.
Oh, shit.
And what's been going on here is that Gino has been saying Ray got him banned. Ray got him blocked from other clubs because Ray's going out saying that Gino says the N-word. But none of this is Ray's fault. This is all Gino's fault. Gino
so
created
now-
his own problems.
Right. Okay, so what do you know about the Gino and Mark Norman situation?
I just know that what I've been told is that Gino was filming, that he would be in the stand, and he was filming, and Mark Norman saw him and said something about it, and that's why Gino's not permitted in the showroom.
Okay. This is from earlier today.
Somebody once said, and it's true. It's like I love it. I love it. By the way, shout out to Dave Sarah, who, by the way, I can admit when I'm wrong. Like, did you watch any of the show yesterday?
Me?
I watched
Pete?
most of it, a good portion.
Yeah. What? Like, so I'm like, am I banned?
Wait,
at
who's the
stand-
guy he's talking to?
That's Pete. That's
Pete who?
okay. Okay.
I don't.
All right. Now Schmuel. Now Schmuel. Now Schmuel. Now Schmuel. Now Schmuel. Now Schmuel. I thought you were some big hardcore fan. You knew about all. You can't.
No, I
tell
get
me who
anybody that
this
had
man is.
anybody that's in
You don't
front
know
of a
who
Trump.
this is. You don't
anybody
know Max
who-
Loads. You don't know
Anybody?
Max
Oh,
Loads?
that's Max. Anybody that's in front of a Trump sign,
No.
I
What's his
can't see
name?
them.
No.
Max
what's his
Loads?
name? Yeah. Who is that? Do
That-
you know who Max Loads is?
Gino's brother,
Why? What's his first name?
Max.
Pete.
I have Pete.
Pete.
Pete Loads.
Right. Yes, Pete Loads. You're okay. Yes, Pete Loads. Correct. Ay ay ay.
and like, and I was like, yeah, they're the only thing to try. I'm like, am
By the way, the now he's gonna go on a whole diatribe about how I was right. I think that we all have to look back real quick because the Diary of Anne Frank was written by her dad. Changed my mind. I mean, classic.
I wrong? Like, did you watch any of the show yesterday?
I watched
Pete?
most of it, a good portion.
What? Like, so I'm like, am I banned at the stand? Like, and I was like, yeah, they're the only thing to try. I'm like, am I banned at the stand? And he's like, I don't know, and it's like, this is how I can admit when I'm wrong. Like, fucking Dave reaches out to me because he lives in that world. Dave Sarah, shout out. And he's like, I heard you were banned. And we won't get into specifics of how, but he's like, I heard you were banned not by Ray DeVito, but by Mark Normand because you recorded him. You had a conversation with him and you recorded it. And Peter, you know me, I go like this. Oh, yeah, I did. Because Ray DeVito is such a piece of shit. I assume everyone hates him. And I'm just bullshitting with Mark Normand. I wasn't even recording. I was doing a stream. Now I remember completely. I was doing a live stream with Jim Stansel. And then I went to the bathroom and I just put the phone in my pocket.
Affy.
That's what it was. And I was
hear you,
talking
baby.
to him and I knew it was on. It's not like, oh, what? I knew it was on. I'm like, let me shit on Ray because he'll shit on Ray too. And he did. And I apologize, because it's like, I think Ray's such a piece of shit. And I'll say this out loud so everyone can hear how dumb this sounds. So why would anyone care that I'm recording it and shitting on another comic that actually runs a show and sometimes books him? Yeah. So when I see Mark Normand, I'll be like, dude, if you're mad at me, I understand. I fucking apologize, But that I like when things
That's
make
because we have-
sense. You know what I mean?
We have two different
If
chats.
you
going on.
recorded
Schmuel-
Gino, go ahead. I'm sorry.
we have two streams going on. Schmuel's chat and mine. At Schmuel Buckman, at Buckman Schmuel, right?
That's my Twitter account.
All right, whatever. You Schmuel Buckman at Buckman Schmuel, you'll find it. And then at David Sarah, we're both streaming live.
Yeah.
Go to my stream. I need it. Actually, no.
Okay.
Go follow Schmuel Buckman, and he needs to be monetized.
How would this conversation go if
Okay.
somebody had recorded Gino?
All right. So when I spoke with Gino on the phone, and I'm not going to be saying anything crazy, and hopefully Gino doesn't get upset if he hears this. But when I spoke with Gino, he called me. He had read the message, and he said the same thing. It makes a lot of sense. I told him literally the same thing he said yesterday, which was like, this is Gino speaking now. Gino's saying to me on the phone, he goes, Gino on the podcast was saying, when I'm right, I'm throwing it in your face. And then when I'm wrong, I'm just like, oh, yeah, you're right. I'm wrong. And then just kind of moves on. Like, he very much did that literally on the phone minutes after he had said it on the podcast, which was wild. Okay. You're getting the real Gino Bisconti experience here with Dave Sarah. Okay. So
Yeah, I
he
mean,
calls
this is-
me,
but
and I
his-
said- hold on.
Go
The
ahead.
one thing was this thing was that he specified, and I'm sorry, but he specified that he was live streaming with Mark Normand at the table. Mark Normand didn't know, and then they also went to the bathroom and he put it in his pocket, and that he was streaming from the bathroom. Now, I'm sorry, Gino, if you said that. I swear to God, I'm not like a rat or anything, but I felt like at this point, it doesn't really matter. Nobody's really going to watch this. It's cool. So, but he did specify, and I think that's where Mark Norman really got upset. It was just like that part of it.
Yeah, look, I don't know what part of it was, but if you were recording me trying to get me on, a recording shitting on another comic, pretty fucking low rent, which explains why Gino, the only shows he's doing, I think that are the secret shows, right? Like he can't, from what I understand, he can't get a booking himself at a comedy club. He's got to get it through when they're doing a show, and he's got to be part of that
Yeah.
show.
Sure.
And
I mean,
you hear this, and you understand why. It has nothing to do with Ray DeVito. It has nothing
Danny
to do
even
with
said
Ray
that.
DeVito saying things about him.
Danny's a guy that's connected to the New York scene. He's from Canada, and he's connected to the scene. And he's like, he still feels bad enough to be like, yeah, I'll chill with you, Gino, and do this for you, Gino. And look, again, Danny knows how hard it is to make a fucking dollar in this industry. Low Value Mailer doesn't make any money. His podcast doesn't make shit. Ryan Long, he's making cash because he's making serious ad revenue money. But Danny Polachuk isn't doing that. So he gets it. I'll make the poster board. I'll have that one Tuesday at the stand every month. Keep my good graces with them. I'll make, that's commendable. Very, very commendable. Maybe I was wrong about,
Danny Polachuk.
Right.
I don't know. I always thought Danny was a good guy.
I meant the
Stallion
Jews.
19 talking about Gino saying he's been doing Rodney's a bunch. From what I understand is their secret show, was it Matt Mead or somebody who books them, and
Matt
then they
Mead.
bring Gino on. I don't think Gino is being booked at Rodney's by the management at Rodney's.
He's a promoter's show.
Right. I wonder how many
That whole
people he has
model's
to
stupid
bring.
anyway. I don't know. Look, you're not gonna a new club is not gonna be like. It's not gonna just have regulars out of nowhere. That's how they're gonna operate. They're gonna operate off of promoters. They're not gonna be
It's
like.
not really a new club. It's the old Dangerfields.
I know, but it's brought back.
No, I get it, but yeah, all right, whatever. I mean, it doesn't really matter.
I mean, Pete, and I'm not going to apologize for I'm not going to apologize for being the person I am, but I'll go up to Norm and be
Piece
like,
of shit.
dude, that's on me. And I'll even go up to the same, like, am I banned? And they'll be like, yeah. And I'll be like, all right. You know what I mean? It's like,
Sure.
like, well, I guess I won't do my spots this month. Oh, you haven't booked me since Brennan's roast. Okay. Somehow I'll survive. But you know what I mean? I can admit when I do a little fucky uppy. And again, to me, it wasn't a fuck up. This guy's such a piece of shit, which is why, again, it makes me like me when Dave, when Dave goes, he texts me and I call him like, oh yeah, that makes absolute sense, Dave. Thank you so much. But
I got you, boy. I got you, Gino.
It's like if you banned me because of something Ray DeVito did, I can't respect you. I banned you because Mark Norman. Well, say no more. Say no more. Mark
Gino.
Norman is a friend of mine, and he's like,
The universe provides.
why would you do that to me? I get it. So yeah. Mark, and I disagree. I think Mark Norman's very funny. Very funny.
Fortunately for me, I don't know any of these people.
Pete, but you're in the comedy biz. How do you not know these people, Pete?
Yeah. So that's all the clips I have for now.
Look, I'm not coming away from this thinking any better of Gino.
That's the show.
I don't like. I don't know, man. I don't like the way that they've treated and talked about April. I don't really like what they've done to Kayla. And defending Aaron just blows me away. I mean, are you that desperate? Right?
Yeah.
And, you know, I I don't know. It's this. It goes back. Look, the Pat thing was wrong. Dixon punched him, and Dixon needed to be punished for that. But there were other ways of handling it, and the guy didn't need to be tormented. But look, it is what it is.
Tormented. Oh, come on.
All right, whatever.
Stop.
All right,
But
but just let's focusing on this. April,
oh, wait, wasn't
Kayla.
there was a Ray thing you wanted to get into too, but
Which Ray thing was that? Oh, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. We keep going back to talking to Ray all the time, and Ray does not want to do Dabbleverse, right? I don't want to
dude,
do Dabbleverse. And you're my numbers guy. You keep track of what's going on, and from what you told me, and it makes a lot of sense.
That's right.
Right? Is that since he had Tukey and Cardiff on, his numbers have gone up
almost
and
literally doubled from 75 on average to 138 on average.
Right? And I don't know. I mean, no matter how many times I say to him, the Dabbleverse is where it's at, he just doesn't
I ain't even
listen.
saying that. I'm just saying that again, like it's not up to you. Like you have to you always, when it comes to trolling, you always have to use their momentum against them. Like you mod your biggest troll. Like you almost got there. You modded Leo Gunn. Beloved chatter. So, you're almost there, but they were leading the way with the super chat, sort of. So you gotta mod your troll. You gotta mod your trolls sometimes. You're like, use your judo against them. But in that sense, again, with Earl Skakel, and I know that people want to say this is bullshit, maybe, but when Earl Skakel was consistently going on MLC, he was getting about 100 concurrent viewers when he was going live. And then he just kept on every night, and I was in there, so don't tell me otherwise. And I'm in there, and he just, every super chat, every chat, refused to talk about it. And then it finally just went down to from 100, 65, 40, 18, and then it hung around there, and then now he's back up, and he's built his legit audience to where when if you try to go in there and you try to talk shit, that the actual fans are like now attacking. That's what you want. You want like the real fans to talk shit about the fake fans. So like get the troll. You need the troll on troll crime is what you need. I'm explaining.
Yeah, I mean,
there's a lot of inside baseball that you're not.
Yeah, I'm not.
understand.
Yeah,
But Stalin knows.
I tend to ignore a lot of the trolls, but I will say my experience with Earl was the first time I saw Earl was at Hackamania last year, and I started watching his show after that, and I listened to him say to somebody, "Hey, man, you don't know like what goes on here. We don't talk about the Dabbleverse.
Exactly.
We don't talk about this stuff.
You just keep addressing it, and then you don't give them pay dirt."
And nothing was, and it was like, all right. And then the stuff he was talking about wasn't really interesting. And
unfortunately, and I loved Earl. I'm not talking shit. This is literally not me talking shit. I'm just giving it a live example of it. And kudos to Earl for having his morals. That's why you can't call him a grifter, and you never really even say Earl Skakel's in the Dabbleverse because he doesn't give them any pay dirt. And I've seen Doom and them in there trying to fuck with him, trying to get him to say shit, and he will not do it. So kudos to him.
Yeah, but we're not talking but we're talking about Ray, and it's very different.
Right, Ray.
It's very different with Ray
because he keeps fucking up.
The thing is
not sticking to it.
But Earl, I mean, I don't know what Earl's situation is, but Earl did never seem to me like a guy who really needed not that he didn't need the money, but he wasn't desperate for the money. This wasn't, whether his podcast made money or not was not live or die for him.
Of course.
And I think Ray really needs it.
He's got that Kennedy money. Right. But in some ways that's more respectful. And that's like more respectable because like he doesn't want to do the grift. He's like almost forced to grift because he can't buy a toaster.
Yeah, I don't think it. I don't think it's a grift. I mean, people pay you for what they think you're worth. That's all. I just, my look. Ray's doing what Ray wants to do. He's not doing what Schmuel wants him to do. I'd like him to see. I'd love to
No,
see him
I
bringing in a few $1,000s a month, but he makes a choice and he gets, and whatever he wants to do, that's what he does, right?
honestly, dude, you know what I realized? The
What did
easiest
you
way to
realize?
talk to Ray, man, you just kind of like, you got to be silly with him, and you got to, every time you kind of make a sort of a joke, or you want him to force him sort of in one direction, you literally just put an emoticon after the sentence, and it lowers the defenses, dude. It's the craziest thing. You just it works, and it's just like, yeah, Ray, that's a great idea, but what do you think? Maybe this, blah blah blah, and then happy face, and it's like, yeah, merch. Yes, we need. By the way, Ray DeVito merch. If you guys any ideas for Ray DeVito merch, I think we need a cool rock bottom in like a super Metallica. Not even Metallica. You know how like death metal bands. This is a hacky premise because like Drew Lane and all them, they did this already. They talked about it, but like a rock bottom T-shirt, but like the most difficult print you could possibly have with Thunder and Lightning, like every heavy metal band ever, but like just make it literally impossible to make out the rock bottom part. And he looks at it for the first time and be like, yeah, I know, I kind of see it. I see the rock bottom. I think that would be amazing. So
All right. If you think so, I'll agree.
yeah, I'm trendy. I'm teaching you, dude. 60. I'm 60-year-old man. I'm teaching you the trends.
Yeah, yeah, because heavy metal shirts are all the rage these days.
Yeah, you can't use too many emojis. You can't make it too
Emojis.
obvious. You can't make
Yeah.
it too obvious.
I
One
I was
emoji.
I was listening to Melton the other day, and he said, like I really want to
Just a
hate
couple
Ray,
of
but I
gals listen to Melton.
says I can't. He goes, I really want to hate. I can't. He's like, I don't know. There's something about him that you have to like.
The hunch.
So
Just a hunch.
Ray is all good. All right, we did an hour and 27 minutes.
Thank you, people. Ozone, my baby.
I'm proud
I
of
love
us.
you,
Thanks
baby.
everybody for coming late. And once again, I will say, I will never not put the show on X because X always makes me feel like I got a shit ton of viewers, and I really know
Right.
that I don't.
That's just
So,
views.
and I'll keep you around, Dave. I was
Okay,
told
thanks.
that my numbers drop when you come on.
No, today
So
was good. We held at we went 138, and we fucking held it for a solid 30 minutes at 135. Like that's pretty good.
all right.
We got to get your listen hours up. We got to get your listening out. We
Oh
might have
wait,
to make a clip for you. A Larry
I
David clip, I might suggest.
I stopped when he brought Felicia on and came back a few. Oh, we're not allowed to say
Wow.
anything negative about Kevin Brennan. So
No,
we'll
no, no. We can talk shit about Kevin Brennan. We can't talk shit about Felicia or Liam. Ray's okay.
why
He
can't we
will-
talk shit
I
about
choose
Liam?
not to. Kevin Brennan told me not to.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's funny. Liam. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I
Asked me not to.
I don't think I'm under the same edict.
No,
I-
you're not.
I actually
And if
like
anybody
Liam. I
thinks
think
that's
he's talented,
true,
but
kill yourself. Kill me.
but he just does. I don't know. I don't know what it is, man. I don't get it. I don't get
Dominic?
Liam.
Stupid.
No, he's being 100% serious.
No, Liam's fine.
We get
dude.
orders.
Hey, what's wrong with
Listen,
Liam?
every time before we stream, we
Liam's
get
our
we
Adam
have
Bush.
we have to send Kevin Brennan a text. Ask Kevin if it's okay if we stream, and then
No.
we get permission. We get permission, and then the nights that I'm on alone are the nights that Dave's not allowed to come on because Kevin's keeping him in reserve.
No. The joke was if Kevin Brennan ever betrayed me, that I would go around spreading rumors these are fun rumors. You spread rumors like, oh, Kevin Brennan didn't let me go after Liam or Chad, but it was okay
Right.
to go after Ray, whatever. It's like, or no. So I just find that funny. It's a stupid little joke that I play with myself.
Yeah, so this is my by the way, Stallion.
a
I like
random
Liam too,
bush.
but he does stupid things out of nowhere, almost like he sabotages himself. I had he was on a stream with us, right? And like
I
everything's
mean,
fine, and then he's like doing like subtle shitting on me things, and you're
look,
like,
I know
where's
the
the deal
person.
with it?
I know the count. Look, you know what? First of all, let me just okay. First of all right, let me just say
Very
something
good,
about
Dominic. Very
numero
good.
uno Josh Danny fan for a second. Numero uno Josh Danny fan, um, has been getting mad at me for not going after Liam enough. And next time I speak to Liam, I'm gonna make sure that like I tell him that it's not cool to get parody accounts fucking banned or suspended on Twitter. Like, dude, you're making it worse for yourself. Please. So
What did he do? He got that guy who was like, "Hey, it's not Liam."
just some random fucking parody account of Liam. Like, you have a parody account now. That's hilarious. I
Right.
mean, that's awesome.
But it's like
I don't even have a parody account. I have parody YouTube people, but I don't have a parody Twitter. If anybody wants to make one,
yeah. The thing I don't know. I guess
mods,
the thing with Liam is Liam has
one of
this
your
like
mods
love.
better.
Liam has a love-hate relationship with Twitter. Like
I don't think he's on Twitter anymore.
he doesn't want to be there. He doesn't put anything up. And then when other people put up a parody account, he gets pissed off and he wants it taken down. And I don't know why you do that. I don't know why you would
Look.
care.
I've always talked back to Liam on one thing, which was it always felt like when you. Oh, really? I wonder. Yo, I'm just saying. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know who fake Liam is. I don't care. I'm not saying it's you. All I'm saying is you got mad at me for not going after Liam. And I just want to say publicly that I'm going after Liam for this, which is trying to get a random person's parody account banned, which is you like.
I didn't think. Listen, let me say this.
Imitation is the sincerest, most sincere.
All right, let me
form
try to get
of
this
flattery.
in there. I didn't think it was fake Liam. I actually thought it was funny Liam. And that's probably
There
why you
you
had to take it
go.
down.
Right. That's good. We know we're on the same page here. Okay.
All
But
right, guys. Go. No, go ahead.
oh, is that him? Oh, are you the fake Liam? Okay.
Yeah, he is fake Liam.
If you're ISIS and you're claiming 9/11, or if you're this dancing Israeli and that's fine. No, it's not. I wasn't. I hope I didn't. I hope that wasn't because of me. That's just. I don't need. Anyway. All right. Are we good tonight, Schmuel? Did we get it
Yeah,
accomplished?
fake. And listen,
We got
this
some
is
street
actually
cred tonight too, didn't we?
fake Liam was better, but the thing was,
It really was.
you would read. This is the thing with the parody
I
thing,
did
right?
laugh
You
my
would
ass off when I
read.
saw, hey, this
You would
ain't
read,
Liam.
"Hey, it's not Liam's tweet,"
no,
and you
hey,
would
it
know
ain't
immediately
Liam.
it was not Liam.
No, it
Yeah.
ain't Liam. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm pissed that got fucking taken down, dude. It's bullshit.
But it was
gonna
also
have to
like
talk
you.
to him.
But you knew it
I got
wasn't
you, baby.
Liam, so I don't know what the fuck his problem is.
It says,
but
hey,
in
it
any
ain't
event,
Liam. I died
hey,
laughing
it's
the
not.
first time
Hey,
I
it's
saw
not
it.
Liam.
No,
Was the
it's
account?
hey, it ain't Liam.
Okay, I thought it was.
Hey,
Hey,
it
it's
ain't
not
Liam.
Liam.
Maybe the was. Maybe
Okay,
the
whatever.
world Josh Danny fan knows who the.
Yeah, well.
All right, branding. Goodbye.
Why
Fuck
are
you.
we?
Suck
Why
a
are
dick.
we
Cock-
arguing? Just
Suck
go.
a
Good night.
cock.
See you later. All right.